Hi everyone, so in today's video I'm going to be doing a soft glam look. First of all, I've not prepped my face yet, so what I do for that is I usually use the Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water just to give my face a quick cleanse, and I just pop that on a little cotton pad. Once that's dry, I usually just go in with a moisturiser, so I'm just using this Nivea one. I usually like to do that step first just so that by the time I do come to do my skin, that it's all settled in. I usually start off with my eyebrows. So for my eyebrows, I usually use this BH Cosmetics brush, so it's got a spoolie on one end and the brush on the other. And I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Stip Brow Pomade in the shade Top Top. I still don't know how to say it, but we'll get there one day. So once I've got this on my brush, I usually just give my eyebrows a little brush. And I usually start like about halfway in. I just carve the shape out first and then fill it in after. And then I don't put any extra product on for this bit. I'll then just brush the product I've already got on, and I'll brush it up. Once I've done that, I'll then just go in and do the other eye. The eyebrow looks better than that eyebrow. It's fine, we'll work with it. I really want to try like the soap brow thing, but I don't think I'll suit it. Let me know what you think. Once I've done my eyebrows, I usually go in with the P. Louise base in shade 4, and then I usually use this P. Louise brush as well just to carve them out. I don't usually start at the very top. I'll usually pack some on the lid first and then go up just so not as much product's on the brush. Leftover product that I've got left on my hand, I'll just use it to carve out the top of my eyebrows. Once I've done that, I then just go in with my spoolie again and brush the front bit of my eyebrows up. Then I just use a wee fluffy brush like this just to blend out the edges because we don't want any harsh lines. Always make sure to blend your base out just so that when you put your foundation, your concealer and that on, like it's not all building up and causing harsh edges, because it will not look good and it won't blend at all. So I'm going to be using the Rose Gold Huda Beauty palette. It's a bit worn out, I've had it a wee while. So I'm just going to go in with this Jess Up blending brush, and I think I'm going to start off with the shade Sandalwood, so just this one here for my crease. I'm just going to dab this in just so that I can build up the pigment. So before you reapply your new colour, you're just going to use the exact same brush you just used to blend out the harsh edges, just so that when you go in to apply your new colour, it'll have an even Do I want to do that? So I've decided now I'm just going to wing it out slightly. It looks a bit daft just now, but I promise by the end, like, it'll all come together. I'm also going to use this one here, the shade Shy from the Huda Beauty palette, just to blend the previous colour out. I'm just going to blend it out really lightly, just using circular motions. I'm just going to go back in with the shade Sandalwood, just so that I'm not losing my previous colour. I'm going to be using the shade All or Nothing, just to blend out the last colour I applied. Again, I'm just going to go back in with the previous shades I've already used. So once I've done that, I'm just going to take the Peel Louise base Rumour shade 1. Just going to pop a little bit on my hand. This is just a Real Techniques brush. I'm just going to use a fluffy brush because I don't really want it to be like a harsh cut crease. I want it to be like quite soft. So I'm just going to put some on my brush like this, and then just pat it on my lid. There we go, so it does just look like a wee bit messy just now, but I promise once I put the shimmer shadow on top of it, it'll look fine. I was going to do a half cut crease, but I've gotten a little bit carried away and just put it all over my lid, so here we are, we will work with it. So I'm just going to take this shimmer shade here called Starry Eyed, this one, and I'm just going to use this Sephora brush just to pack that on. I'm also just going to use a setting spray and spray my brush. I feel like that just makes the eyeshadow go on a little bit more pigmented. Just to make it have like a little bit more of like a pop, I'm just going to use this Peaches and Cream pigment here in the shade Selfie, and I'm just going to use the same brush, but I'm only going to use the tiniest little bit. And then once I've done that, I'm just going to take this small Jessup brush here, and then I'm just going to go in with the shade Temptin', the nude palette from Beauty Bay. I would usually do a black liner, but just because this is a bit more of a natural glam, I'm going to go in with brown and do like a smoky liner because I just feel like that looks a lot better. That just makes such a difference, like, love it. So after I've done that, I like to just apply a bit of mascara I've been using it's just the wee one I got in a wee set, the YSL mascara. It's so good. Okay, so after I've done my mascara, I'm then going to go in with this White Revolution eyeliner just on my work. Oh my god, my hands are actually disgusting. Anyway, just on my waterline, give that a wee sharpen before using it. So I usually just pull it down a little bit so it's a lot easier to apply. So I'm going with a white eyeliner because I feel like it just makes your eyes really pop and look a lot bigger than what they actually are. So once I've applied my eyeliner, I'm just going to take this Jessup brush called the Luxe Pencil Brush. I'm just going to go in with the first shade I used, which was Sandalwood in the Huda Beauty palette. I'm just doing this part so I can just blend it out here. I like to do the step before I do my base just so that there's no fallout landing on my base because we really don't want that. I'm also just going to go back in with this colour here just to deepen it up at the edges. So the lashes I'm going to be using is the Kitty lashes in the style Pom Pom. These are like the more shorter natural eyelashes, but they've still got like a curl to them, so they'll go well with this look. And then I just used the clear glue gel to stick this on. Don't actually like the clear one that much. I usually go for the darker one, but they didn't have any. I just feel like it's overly sticky. Okay, whilst I'm waiting on my eyelashes to get a little bit tacky, I'm just going to go ahead and apply my concealer. So the concealer I usually use is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 10. Just before I do that, I usually just give my under eyes a little wipe just in case there's any extra fallout, and we don't want that sticking to our base. Just going to blend that out. We don't want any harsh lines. So I'm just going to stick my concealer underneath my eyes, on my forehead, my nose, and my chin. So I'm going to be using two brushes to blend this in. The first one is this one, it's a Jessup brush, and this one. I usually like to use my fingers to put my eyelashes on because tweezers do not work for me at all, and I have no idea why. Okay, so my next step is my foundation. So I'm going to be using the Ordinary foundation. This is in the shade 2.0p. It's a bit light for me just now, so I usually just mix it with a little drop of this one, which is in the shade 3.1y. And then I just use this brush to apply it to my face.
You having fun?
Yeah.
You see me?
Yes.
Mad.
And I'm just going to use this same brush and this buffer brush, oh, my hair on it, just to blend my foundation. down my neck as well, just to make sure it matches. Not gonna lie, this is one of my favourite eye looks I've done. Okay, so after that, I'm then just going to do my cream contour. So I'm just going to highlight the high points of my face, which is underneath my eyes, my forehead, my nose and my chin. I'm going to put a little bit here as well. And I'm just going to put like a slightly lighter concealer over that as well. And again, I'm just going to be using these two brushes to blend it. I'm just going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills to use this one. Just putting a little bit here just because that creates a little shadow and it makes your lips look a little bit bigger. Next, I'm just going to be using the RCMA No Colour Powder. And just a little brush here. I hate myself. Of course that would happen to me. Okay, I'm just going to take a little bit of the powder on here and dab it underneath my eyes. Just so it doesn't crease. I like my skin to be quite dewy, so I don't tend to use like a bigger brush. I usually just powder where it needs to be powdered, where I usually get quite oily. Once I've popped my powder on, I'll then go in with the matte Give Me Sun bronzer. And then I usually just use a Real Techniques brush to do that. I also don't powder in this bit just because when you go in with your bronzer it gets powdered anyway. Bronzer honestly makes such the difference. I love it. It's my favourite thing. Next I use the Revolution blusher. I usually go in with this shade here. Love blush. I also add it to my nose as well because I feel like it just kind of like warms the face up a little bit and put a little bit much into it. Yeah, it just works. So this is like quite a glowy look and you can already tell that it's already quite glowy without highlighter, but I'm going to put it on anyway. I'm going to be using this gold highlighter. It's just from Topshop. I really like to use this one because I feel like it gives you like the sun-kissed kind of glow. I'm just going to put a little bit on here. And then just a little bit on my forehead, my nose, and on my cupid's bow. Next, I'm just going to use the HUDA Beauty highlighter. I'm then going to go in with just a smaller brush just so that I can put that in the corner of my eye and just above my eyebrow. So I'm just going to be putting a little bit of mascara on my bottom lash lines. For lip liner, I'm just going to use this Rimmel one. You can tell I love it. It's tiny. I think I'm going to go in with Melted Latex. This is the one I wore on my prom and I absolutely loved it. And last but not least, setting spray. Okay, so that's my tutorial done. It's probably not the best because it's like basically the first one I've ever done, but I just want to say thank you for taking the time to watch my video. So please like and subscribe and leave a little comment below. Thank you, bye! Bye! Once I've done my eyebrow, okay, I now have pink everywhere. It's not fun.